Right, we are live. Okay, so what was it Wednesday?
Saturday.
What day did we watch the movie?
Oh,
Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday.
Thursday.
Thursday. So
Hmm.
Thursday we ordered Obsession on Prime TV, and I loved the movie. It was mostly for our daughters, but they weren't really trying to watch that. So two other girls came over and they just dipped out on us and they left us. So me and Gabby, we watched it and we loved the movie. At least I did. I'm not sure how she did, but I thought it was really good. I liked the whole take on, the obsession, him. I mean, the stalking part was kind of crazy, but I still liked how they incorporated some comedy in there with the horror genre. I think that was very different, and I definitely don't see that too often. How'd you feel about it?
Uh, I liked it. I liked the twist that it came with. Yeah. Overall, I think it was pretty good. Some weird moments, but overall, I think it was pretty good.
So typically, when we watch movies like that, that kind of got a lot of Easter eggs and stuff in there, they normally fly over our head. So usually afterwards, we would go on YouTube and we find like explained videos, just people trying to explain it to us a little bit better, and then we'll be like, ah, we didn't catch that. Then we did that with Get Out.
Yeah.
Then we did that with Weapons,
Hmm.
right? So we done it with a couple movies, not just those two, but some other ones in the past. So this time, we're gonna do it again for Obsession, because I'm curious on what I missed, right? So let's get into it. We're going to watch Screen Crush, just who we normally watch. Sometimes we watch, I forget the guy with all the library books in the background, but
Hmm.
this is the first person that came up, and I kind of like the way he explains stuff. We have not seen this, so we've seen a movie, but we have not seen this reaction or this person explaining all the hidden details. So I'm curious what we gonna discover.
Yeah.
I'm more curious about that part where she was creeping in the room.
Oh, yeah.
I want them to explain that.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
crazy.
weird.
Yeah, that was. Let's see. Let's see what we got.
And has audiences, well, obsessed with just how creepy good this very low budget, record breaking horror film has proven to be. So we're going to break this thing down, explain the One Wish Willow curse, how it works, where the real Nikki was being held captive, and we'll explain that disturbing ending and what it all means. Hey, welcome back to Screen Crush. I'm Colton Ogbert. And while Obsession is a supernatural horror story about a cursed wish, it's also a metaphor about love, consent, control, codependency, and lustful fantasy. So the film introduces us to Bear, Nikki, and their friend group. Bear is obsessed with Nikki. He has a massive crush on her, but he's too chicken shit to tell her. Okay, maybe chicken shit is a little harsh because dude is obviously not well. He's an awkward, anxious
No,
guy
there was
recently
moments where I
having
was
moved
like,
into a
bro,
house
just
left to
tell
him by
it.
his late grandmother,
Just
and
tell her how
that
you
small
feel.
detail right there immediately tells us a lot about his character. His grandmother died and he inherited the house, not his parents. So does that just mean
I didn't catch that.
I didn't know that yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't remember that. That was whoever the girls had to been talking.
Yeah,
They ain't catch
they was
that.
distracting
I,
us. I don't remember.
I thought he was. I remember they were saying he moved into the town, and the girl. The reason why he started liking the girl was because she was so nice to him and whatnot.
Yeah,
Getting that cold from you.
sorry. My bad.
Okay. Anyways,
that he and her were very close? Well, if so, then he's probably not doing too well coping with her death. And what about his parents? Where are they in all of this? Are they also deceased? Or maybe they're just not a part of his life and he was raised by his grandmother. Whatever the case may be, it's clear from the jump that Bear is an emotionally unstable guy, and fuel is added to that fire when he finds his cat dead from getting into the sleeping pills that belonged to his late grandmother and that he had been abusing. Now, Bear, he sobs over his dead cat, which, hey, I cried really hard and often when my cat died too, so no judgment there, but I think what they are meaning to show us here is that the tears he is crying over the dead cat are more than just about the dead cat. He's got something deeper going on. He feels alone and he is longing to not be. And we see this when he begins to soothe himself by lying in bed and staring at pictures of Nikki on social media. And then when she calls him after work, he perks up, smiles, and acts very differently, almost as if he is putting on a show. foreshadowing the show that will be put on by the Willow Nikki after the wish. So on the night that Bear plans to finally tell Nikki how he feels, he goes into this mystical crystal shop where he buys a one-wish willow. It's a piece of wood from a willow tree that, when snapped in two, preceded by a wish, it makes that wish come true. Kind of. Really, it forces reality to bend to the will of the wish. Writer-director Curry Barker has cited the classic story The Monkey's Paw as inspiration. This is a supernatural short by W.W. Jacobs that was first published in 1902. It's considered one of the most
All that. Remember when we was watching? I said this is kind of like Monkey's Paw, where they give you the wish. Remember they at the end of Monkey's Paw, the mother was like, "I just want my son back," type stuff. And he
Okay.
came back, but remember he died because he fell into like a wood chipper or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was like, just give Monkey Paw vibes.
Yeah.
You was looking at me like, what you talking about? I'm like, bro, I know the vibe check here. And that's
You
come
was
on.
on
I'll
it.
be on it, bro. I be
Yeah.
telling you. On that Monkey's Paw for sure. It's like you get the wish, but it's some BS that come with it.
Yeah, always.
Like I can't just be rich.
No.
Somebody gotta die.
Yeah,
Why? Who came up with that concept?
that part.
enduring examples of early 20th century horror fiction and a classic cautionary tale about unintended consequences. Without going into too much detail, this story essentially established the classic trope of be careful what you wish for. So, Bear tries to tell Nikki about his feelings for her, but he keeps getting interrupted. But then later, when he once again has multiple chances to tell her with them alone in the car, he still can't bring himself to do it. And then we even get a moment where Nikki just straight up asks him if he likes her, and he says no, and as a friend. And it is clear as day in the
But I could see why, because she was saying ew, ew.
She was.
She was saying
Ew.
ew towards him. So that was like, all right,
My experience. Girl say ill.
that's putting
That's
you
a-
in the friend
That
zone.
friend zone.
Yeah.
100%.
She said ew.
That part of the story, I ain't gonna lie, that didn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But that's kind of real
It is.
when you think about it, how relationships, stuff like that go.
Yeah.
Because at one moment she's like, ill. What the friend say? He said like something like flirtatious about
Yeah.
it too, and she was like,
Like
ill.
ew.
But
Yeah.
it's like when they got to the house, before he even did what he did with
the wish.
she asked him,
Yeah.
"Do you like me?"
Yeah. And he said,
And he says basically no. That's cat.
but I could see why he would say no, because she said ew earlier.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that was real because we didn't seen that in real life.
Yeah, like wouldn't you be like, you know what? No, I don't, if someone did ask you
I don't know.
after that reaction.
It was a strong.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
that's a straight
It was
friend
just,
zone
you
right
ill me,
there.
I'm gonna be like, ill you. Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. Could have used a different, like a better saying or a better expression than ill. That's like you're disgusted with them. Like, ew.
Like you coming and be like, yeah, I like you. I'm like, ill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
I'm locking myself in a room.
Right. I'm never coming
Never
out of
coming
here.
out. Straight gym.
Literally.
Gym and weights for the next year.
Yeah. Never come out. Never coming out.
Get your cat.
I know. Mamas. Hi, baby.
this moment, despite us later finding out that yes, Nikki had been sleeping with their buddy Ian and mentioned one time in passing to Sarah that she had friend-zoned Bear, but we need to remember that that is coming from Sarah, who told it to Ian, who she probably assumed would then tell it to Bear, and we have to remember that Sarah really liked Bear. So she might have had her own personal motivation there, hoping that Bear would move on from Nikki and then notice her. Anyway, it is clear in this moment that Nikki likes Bear too and is fully aware that he likes her. Now, would this relationship between the two have worked out? Probably.
See what I'm saying? That's that
Okay.
confusing part.
Yeah.
That was confusing right there.
Because they already kind of had like a fling. Well, not a fling, but they.
No, not them. Like what he just said. When she told him, "Do you like me?" She already knew he liked her.
Oh yeah.
right? But the
Yeah.
other friend also liked Bear
Bear
too.
as
But
well.
Bear obviously didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, he didn't know.
So Nikki was really that doesn't sound like Nikki character was really a good character.
Yeah.
Like morality wise.
Yeah.
Because she
You
probably
know,
only became interested in Bear because her friend was interested in Bear.
I liked him, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? You know what I'm saying? That's why these videos are important because we be lost. I don't know what's going on half the time.
I
I'll
didn't
be like,
watch it.
what? Because I didn't put that together until
Yeah.
that didn't get put together until like the end. I
Yeah.
was like,
Mm-mm.
let's see.
Probably not. That's just my guess. And I think that if Bear wasn't so obsessed with Nikki, he would have noticed Sarah, who actually really liked him, but I digress. So anyway, Bear, he makes a wish with the willow that Nikki would love him more than anyone in the world. Not because he actually thinks it'll work, but really just in a moment of self-pity. And then the horror starts. Nikki is immediately taken over by something obsessed with Bear. This isn't Nikki's emotions or feelings or even her mind being altered by the spell. Instead, it is her consciousness being removed from the driver's seat while this other thing takes over and fulfills this wish. And
We compared
You
this
literally
to
said that.
the sunken place from Get Out.
Yep.
If you know, you know.
Yep.
That sunken place and Get Out was pretty much the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
where the conscience was gone and it was replaced with something else.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened. And then it was real creepy how as soon as he ripped the wish box,
She was standing right there.
Shorty came back like
Yeah.
I was expecting some build up,
Yeah.
like a smile
Yeah.
and smile
Mm-hmm.
like some build up to what was happening.
But no, that just happened instantly.
That's crazy.
Like, dang.
And she started tripping balls. I don't that's up out of there.
Yeah.
Okay. We on the right track. So we ain't that dumb. A little dumb.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
we see this willow Nikki who is just as, or quite frankly, more obsessed with Bear than Bear ever was with her. Now, real quick, I just want to say that Inde Navarrete, whose name I am probably mispronouncing, I apologize, she gives a stellar performance in this film. I mean, like, absolutely
She was
brilliant. And some of
She
the
was
most
amazing.
memorable moments
She
from
was
her
hot. I don't
performance
know
are
how
when
she
we
even
would
act
hear
like that.
her as the willow Nikki weep, like, you guessed it, a weeping willow. Guys, this movie, it's creepy as fuck. I jumped multiple times and felt really unsettled, but the scariest part to me were the moments when Nikki, the real Nikki, would slip through and retake control for just a few seconds. The look
Literally.
of terror on her face every
Especially
time,
that
the
one
screams
part
of "It's not me." Her
when she was kissing him. I was like, what did she just see?
That was like the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Right? When it was on the bed and she was kissing.
Yeah, she was kissing him and then she like snapped back to reality. Yeah. And I was like, what just happened?
We might have to watch that movie.
Yeah.
That was good, man. This movie was creepy as
It
hell. It was
was.
creepy to me. I don't know how he even was even
I would have left her.
real life.
Yeah. I would have
Real life. That first flip like that.
Yeah, you're out. You gotta go. Pack your stuff.
Crib.
You gotta go.
Crib.
I'm like, I'll take you home right now. Don't.
Crib. If y'all ain't seen this movie, y'all need to crib.
begging Bear to kill her while her physical body and the entity were asleep, yet somehow she was able to like speak without moving her mouth. It was creepy as hell and gave this impression that she was physically trapped inside herself. It's never really explained in detail like how the mechanics of this whole thing works, like how is she speaking to Bear while her body and the willow are asleep and her mouth's not even moving. And then you have the phone call to the customer support line and they were able to put her screaming for help on the phone, almost as if they had access to like this other realm that she had been trapped within. But the film, it is purposely vague on the in-universe rules and mechanics of how this spell works because that's not the point. The point is that Bear, who initially meant no harm, he has lived in denial about the fact that he robbed this woman that he supposedly loved of her autonomy. And it took him a while, like way too long, as well as some really, really creepy exchanges before he would even admit that something weird was going on. I mean, I know.
Listen, Buddy was so in love.
He was.
The shit.
It
He
didn't
was
even
letting
matter.
her get away with
It didn't even matter to him.
was insane.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. when you watch the movie and you see the flower pot scene, the flower pot scene,
I can reenact it for
remember?
you.
No, no. Remember how it started off? How
Yeah.
he woke up and where
Mhm.
she was at.
Yeah.
That's the dog. That's the dog. Relax.
Yeah, it's it.
The dog. Vader. And that's how creepy that shit is. You got reckon? Shorty was doing the most in that scene
Yeah.
right there.
She was.
I was like, yo, she need a what's the awards that actors get? Oscars?
Oscar, yeah.
She need an Oscar for that shit.
Yeah,
She's being the most creepiest.
she's good.
It's like this movie was more creepier than like Conjuring and
You think so?
yeah, because I don't find ghosts scary like that.
Okay.
I don't find
I can
ghosts
see
scary.
that.
Like this is more like mental. This could be like more mental
Yeah.
psychotic. This is
Yeah.
like more realistic than obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've seen thousands. If you think about the Conjuring films or the Insidious films,
Mm-hmm.
which I think they all in the same universe, they are essentially the same movies.
Yeah.
It's the ghosts. They got out.
Mm-hmm.
They in a doll. They in a
Yeah.
chair. They in a fork.
And a
They in
bunch of
iron board. They in something.
yeah.
They in the house.
They're in the mirror.
And then there's a door. You go in. Here come Aaron
Yeah.
and Lorraine.
Ed and
Aaron and
Lorraine.
Lorraine coming
Mhm.
through
Yeah.
with their capes on,
Not the
saving
cute.
saving the day. But this was like,
Yeah, Nikki, she's definitely like cluster C, if you get what I'm saying.
what you mean?
This is nursing terms
Uh,
for mental cluster C.
but that's what I'm saying. That's more how she was acting was
Yeah.
kind of more realistic. Like you
Yeah.
probably
Very
seen
dependent
people
on
acting
him.
like
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very
that. Especially
dependent.
that room scene with the flower pot.
Oh yeah.
And she
Yeah.
just rolled over and goes,
Right back to sleep.
"Damn,
No, I would have been like, you know
grab my
what?
gun, pow pow."
No, I wouldn't have gone that far, but I would have been like, you know what? I'm gonna just head out.
Yeah, okay,
I'm gonna go.
that far.
I'll see you in the morning.
I'm going there.
We're talking about wishes here, but Bear should have known immediately that something was off and that him making that wish did do something. Something happened. And I mean, hell, I think it's clear that he
Bear
did
comes
know
slow.
something was off. But did that stop him from having sex with her? No.
No.
And that's really
That was
fucked
the
up.
crazy
So
part.
this
Because I'm like, it's not her that's consenting to that.
That's the immoral part about this whole
Yeah.
thing. He knew
That wasn't
somebody
her.
was tripping.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't want to do nothing sexual with her at all.
that's like
She's
equivalent. I ain't
tripping.
gonna lie. That's a charge. That's a borderline charge right there. If you think about it, there was no consent in it. And on his side, that's like you're drunk and I'm not.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's 100% the same.
Yeah. Because she's not, it's not her.
It ain't her.
It ain't
And
her.
what's so dumb about him is he had his shot. He had a shot before he did his
Before he
thing.
did his,
He had
yeah,
a
he
shot.
could have just been like, you know
All you
what?
had to do was hoop, bro.
Yeah, be like, you know what? Yeah, I actually do like you. I don't know if you feel the same, but
He had to do was
I
hoop.
do like you.
Goal was open. She was like, "Hey, what's
Do you
good?
like
You like me or not?" Buddy said, "Nah,
I'm gonna do a wish instead.
I'm gonna get frustrated." And then the wish, he ain't even like. Remember how his attitude was about the wish? It was like a careless type of thing, like, "Oh, I wish she would fall in love." Yeah, he just
Yeah,
rips
like
it.
kind of like very
He ain't expect it to work. So
like
that
very
part,
doubtful
yeah,
with
that
it.
part was innocent. But
Yeah. But
once you got to the point of her trying to act Sakai,
yeah.
and then you still,
And you still
do the
yeah.
it's like that was not consensual.
Yeah. And then you saw how the part when they were kissing and then she came back to reality
Yeah, that would have been it for me.
and she was like,
They would have took that first time, but yeah,
yeah, we not doing nothing.
shorty trade.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Obsession wish on a thematic level is meant to symbolize a few things. Bear thinks he's in love with Nikki, which he very well may be since they've been such close friends for years. But even if he did have like some genuine love for her, he also really had an unhealthy obsession with her. Was the Ellen sympathetic wish coming from Bear would have been him wishing that he wasn't in love with Nikki if she truly didn't reciprocate those feelings and he just wanted to numb that pain and not have them be in love anymore. Very similar to the movie
it seems like these wishes always have consequences.
They always do.
So if he was to still
yeah.
wish that, what would have been the consequence? The consequence would have probably still been her being obsessed with him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. That was a consequence.
Okay, I'll come see it later. Kids interrupt.
Damn squishies.
But yeah, if he was to been like, all right, let's say he would have, when she would have asked him, "Do you like me?" He'd have been like, "Yeah," and he'd have been like, "Matter of fact, I'm in love with you," and she'd have been like, "Oh, too bad, I don't like you back," right? And then he makes the wish, "Oh, I wish I was never in love with her." Boom, rips it. If there's a consequence for every wish that you do, which is that seems like the theme of it, right? I feel like the opposite would happen. She would then be in love with him.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if it would be
to that
to the
extent.
extent of how Shorty was acting in the movie, but who knows?
Nikki been able to fully, as she says, be her, then Bear likely would have never thought twice about undoing his selfish wish. A wish, by the way, that when he gets on the phone with support, he thinks for a moment that he has the option to cancel the wish, but is quick to say, no, I don't want to cancel it. I just want to alter it a little. And that scene right
don't
there,
work like that.
What do you call customer service?
1-800. I need help. Can I just change my order? Like, no.
Oh,
Once you made that wish, that's it.
what he said. Dude said, "You ain't read the label." Like, bro, don't nobody read that shit, man.
Nobody reads labels anymore.
Hey, man, I'm trying to alter it though. Alter it to what?
To what?
Like,
Oh,
what was you gonna alter it to?
that she's not as obsessed over you anymore.
She done messed herself in the head with a bottle and everything like 4 times.
No.
That shit is over with.
Over.
God, it shows just how fucked this guy is. If he thought for even a second that the wish could be canceled, you think that that is what he would request immediately. But no, he's fully aware at this point that a real wish has been granted and that against her will, Nikki has been brainwashed to love him. Well, not even brainwashed, but as we soon learn, along with Bear, she has more so been possessed and forced to watch on as another consciousness operates her body. And then we get that.
Give me my credit. And no, we ain't seen this video before. First time. And I called that. I said, it's like she in the sunken place.
Yeah.
Like her soul is screaming.
Like she's screaming, watching all this happen.
They had to have been like inspired.
Oh yeah.
There's no way that's a coincidence, right?
Absolutely. I think so.
I'll be knowing, bro. Yeah, y'all need to hire me. Analyst.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Analyst, man. I be analyzing.
That scene a little later where Bear actually finds himself actually getting to talk to the real Nikki, and she is begging him to kill her. And in this moment, he fully understands
that part right there when she was screaming to him, like while she was asleep.
Oh yeah.
That part was creepy.
Yeah, because like, how is she talking to him? I was like, how?
Imagine that if I was sleeping in the bed and you got up
And you just start
before
talking to
them.
me.
And I'm like, Gabby.
I'm gonna just shut the door. Be like, you know what? I'm gonna
Like,
just grab
my
the
mouth-
girls.
My mouth's not moving or nothing. So I'm just like,
Gabby. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna grab the girls. I'm gonna grab the dog. I'm gonna grab the cats.
then I'm gonna just charge it.
Oh no!
Charge if you do
Be
it.
like, we're gone.
that other Nikki isn't Nikki at all. And that this one speaking to him now is the real Nikki that he claimed to be so in love with. And in this moment, does he take the time to whisper that he is so sorry? Does he take the time to say that he didn't want any of this? No. What does he do? He asks, what would be so bad about loving me? He takes her pleads to kill her as her preferring to be dead than to be with him. But that's not it at all. She would rather be dead than locked away in the darkness of her own mind while something else operates her body. But Bear, of course, makes it all about him. I think what he is doing is taking this as she would rather be dead than be with him, and I think that's piling on top of the fact that his grandmother and his cat have also both died, and here is yet another person he loves that now wants to join them them in the ground instead of being with him. So anyway, once he does finally reach the point of wanting to just simply undo the wish, he can't. That's not how it works. He even tries and literally cannot snap the branch. So he tries to get Ian to make the wish for him, not altering it or doing that wish that we saw him do when he went back to the store where he wishes that she just loved me as a friend. That whole bullshit situation where his selfish ass was still trying to control the way that Nikki felt about him. No, by this point, he begs Ian to just straight up wish that his wish never happened. But instead, Ian sarcastically wishes for $1 billion, and cash begins to rain from the ceiling. So next, he tries to convince the Willow Nikki to do it instead. This doesn't work, so he then locks himself in the bathroom with a gun. Earlier in the film, Bear is told by the support line that the wish can be broken if he dies. And to my surprise, he does actually try to kill himself to break the wish and free them both from this nightmare, instead of just killing her and freeing himself. Now, Bear deciding that he's going to kill himself to break the wish and free.
So I wonder at that point when he told her, "What's so bad about loving me?" Right?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's when the not the Willow Nikki, but the real Nikki. I wonder if that's when she was like, "Oh shit, he know what's going on," right? Because remember, she don't know what's going on up until shit. I can't even tell you, but I would think at that point, if he responded back, since he did respond back to her,
Yeah.
wouldn't she be like, "Oh damn, this motherfucker know what's going," you know?
Yeah, I could see
But
that.
she still don't know, like, all right,
Yeah.
he made a wish,
Yeah,
but
and trapped me here.
so this whole time she just thinking like, she thinking like how. Remember, I'm gonna keep comparing this to Get Out. Remember, he was sitting in the chair and she hit the.
Yeah.
So her mind, I think her mind state is still like how that was.
Okay.
Like it just happened.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd have been pissed.
Yeah.
I'd have been pissed. Just in darkness, drowning.
Yeah, not
You
knowing
just
what's
like
going
you
on.
just like watching your
Yeah.
body do all that, and imagine the sex scenes.
Oh yeah.
The scenes when he was doing all that,
Yeah.
and she just sitting there like, sorry, yeah, like shit. Hey, whoever thought, what was the director's name? I forget his name,
I don't know.
but to think about that, I don't know.
Nikki
puffy
instead
on
of
that.
just killing Nikki and freeing himself, that could be stemming from the guilt he is feeling over the wish that just got Sarah brutally killed. Like his
Destroyed.
cat at the very start of the movie, Bear
Not
downs some
brutally
pills,
killed,
but then
just
he decides,
destroyed.
oh, never mind, I don't want to die, and he attempts to throw up the pills, and maybe he's even planning on, I don't want to die, I'll just go kill Nikki, I'm not sure. But as he is about to make himself throw up the pills, he is interrupted when the Willow Nikki makes a wish for Bear to love her as much as she loves him. And I would love to ask the director if
Okay.
Bear, now
What
being
am I calling
under his
that?
spell,
Sounds like it
simply
was on the
distracted
altar.
him from trying to
No.
throw
And
up.
that song, that little chime thingy.
I remember in the movie, I said the only way I can see him countering this without killing her is if he was to love her just as obsessed as she is. Now, I didn't think they was gonna go back and get another wish stick. Right? I didn't expect
to be
that
another.
part, right? Without spoiling it, I didn't expect another piece to come in the puzzle right there, but it was still on the lines of what I was saying.
Yeah.
Up the pills, or if it like made him no longer concerned about his own mortality because he was now obsessed with Nikki more than anyone else and just needed to go be with her, or if the wish made the Willow version of Bear stop the real Bear from throwing up the pills because him dying and thus breaking the spell is what would be best for Nikki, who he is now supposed to be equally obsessed with. Anyway, he dies in his arms from the overdose, and remember, Sarah and Ian are also both now laying dead in that same house after having been killed by Willow Nikki, and as Bear's heart takes its final beat, Willow Nikki also dies, and real Nikki awakes. And I can only assume she will be met with a very, very destroyed rest of her life, living with immense trauma, likely in prison or a psychiatric ward for the crimes of Willow Nikki. This film, alongside its release window neighbor, Backrooms,
He's not saying like that happened, but what he is saying is like that's what if we had to get what happened after that, either three things. She offed herself.
Yeah.
She going to jail?
Yeah.
Or she going to a psych ward?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck?
Like, how do you explain that?
You can't.
You can't.
You just know you just woke up and it's what?
All your friends are dead.
3 dead bodies in there.
Yeah.
One brutally
And killed.
killed. The other one, Buddy got the best. Ian got the best death. If we comparing them without spoiling it,
Yeah.
he got the best one.
He did.
But yeah,
Yeah.
all because of a selfish wish.
Be careful what you wish
That's
for.
like voodoo.
It is. It really is.
Some voodoo shit.
It is.
I'd have been pissed. I would just set the whole fucking house on fire. And
Yeah, I would have just
try to walk away.
Yeah.
Part of a growing trend of filmmakers who started on YouTube before making the jump to theatrical features. Barker built his audience through short films and horror content online before turning Obsession into a breakout theater.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, what would you rate the movie?
I would give it a good 8 out of 10.
Why an 8?
Everything went so quickly. Everything happened so quickly instead of building up to that, suspense and everything. But overall, I do think it was a good movie. I do like the twist. I do like the mental thinking of what I had to do to figure out what was happening. But yeah, I think it was good. I like it.
I think I'm gonna give it close to a 9. I'm gonna say 8.5. We're gonna round that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 8.5. I wanted it to. I don't know, man. Like the first, it really started from at the point that he made the wish, right? The point he made the wish, obviously it was unintentional,
Right.
right? He didn't obviously think it was gonna work,
Yeah.
but he made the wish, and how it just, I wasn't expecting it to work that fast. I was
Yeah.
expecting some like, okay, he made the wish and she went home.
Yeah, he went home.
Next day,
Yeah.
boom,
Like they run into each other
right?
at work.
Some
and they're like,
overnight type shit.
hey,
I
yeah.
was expecting it like that. That not really a knock. It's not a knock. I don't know. Maybe an 8 might be too low.
I mean, I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, I would say it's not perfect, but
Yeah,
it's
but it was still good
I
though.
think I don't know. If we had to give it a con, what would be something I didn't like about the movie?
I would say there were some parts. I don't know if it was like, I don't know, in some of those moments and the way she was moving when she was like walking backwards.
Right.
It was like very kind of I would say, I don't know if it was like pre-recorded of her like walking forward in that motion and then they just hit rewind when they were like putting all the pieces together like in the movie, like editing and everything.
What part are you talking about?
When she was like doing that weird movement when she was walking backwards into the kitchen.
I'm trying to remember that scene. The only weird movement I remember is like in the bedroom.
Oh, with the plant.
The plant
The
and
plant.
when she jumped up off him real quick.
No, you don't remember? Now we gotta rewatch
We gotta rewatch it. But I appreciate y'all coming through. This is our first reaction video. We got plenty more. I'm trying to do about 3 a week. 3 a week, maybe. She in nursing school. So
Yeah. I'm tired.
there's that, but that's what we got. Sometimes it might be both of us. Sometimes it might just be me.
Yeah.
It might be her some days if she want to react to like little ghost stories and shit.
Oh yeah. I love crime documentaries.
Yeah, she be watching crime. Yeah, I'm gonna step in every now and then. But yeah, let us know what y'all thought in the comment section below. Did y'all go see Obsession? If so,
You should.
y'all need to go see that. Let us know what y'all think. Anything else for the crowd?
No, not at all.
All right, again, it's your boy Dee
Gabby.
We out. Peace.
Bye.